Right, so day 5. Right now I'm just in the car while my mum's at the shop, just waiting to get some stuff apparently. Just on the way back from the hospital, just had a liver scan, which was quite good. About half an hour, just an ultrasound on my stomach, which I wasn't really used to at all, but it went all right, I think. Haven't done that much today. Wasn't allowed to eat or drink before my ultrasound, so need to eat something when I get home, probably. Also need to meditate, do Duolingo, read my book, because there's only half an hour left of my book, so I'm going to try and get that all done today. So I'm enjoying that and looking forward to the end. And then I have done some drawing today, actually. Not the one I'm going to talk about, but I've done some drawing for some clothes that I'm looking to make for myself, and like just stuff that I want to personally try out, different stuff and different techniques of doing stuff, which I'm really interested in. But the art that I posted on my Instagram today, which I am going to talk about just quickly, is the one called The Hanging Tree, which I don't know how I feel about it. I like the way it looks. I use kind of like a fire kind of art style for the lettering, so I use yellow, orange and red with a black outline with some black shading. I was quite happy with that one. And then I drew a tree behind it with some bodies and stuff on it, and the inspiration behind this one was mainly I basically I loved the film Hunger Games, on all those films in the franchise, and there's a song in it called The Hanging Tree, which is one of my favourite songs from a film pretty much ever. I love it, and I just basically wanted to do an artwork around it. And I'm very into horror, I'm very into all of that sort of stuff, like all the horror sort of stuff, and a lot of demonic sort of stuff like that, as you've seen through my other ones, like the devil work I've done and stuff like that, with all of that. And I find it really interesting, and the inspiration around it was all the people that, it wasn't necessarily like actual death, it was more around people dying like mentally and losing their dreams more than anything. So if you see on it, I wrote on the bottom of the tree, the hanging tree of souls, mainly because I feel like today it's part of a wider issue, in my opinion, that people let their dreams go and people don't follow their dreams, and people settle for less than they should, in my opinion. I don't feel like anyone should ever stop chasing a dream they have, no matter how big, no matter how small the dream is. That's the thing that keeps me going, is chasing dreams and stuff like that. So for me, it wasn't about physically dying, it was more about, how do I put this? It was more about like emotionally, like dying and people letting their dreams die more than anything. And it was mainly inspired by the film Hunger Games and that song that I talked about. And I thought, after drawing the lettering out, I thought, why not add the tree in behind, and people's souls in the back. As you can see, I didn't put any faces on it. It was kind of like silhouettes, because like I say, it's more people's souls, and the actual bit that makes people alive, in my opinion, is the soul. And to me, it's really important to chase your dreams, no matter how big or small they are, because that is just what it is. It's just, you've got to chase the dream, because that's it. Well, for me, that's the thing that keeps me going every day, is chasing the dreams that I have, which I might talk about in the future. But I just wanted to clarify that one and talk about why it was important to me to explain myself in this one, because this one was one that I love the look of, and I think it's one of my better drawings so far that I've produced and put on my Instagram. And it really needed explaining, because the thought behind it is a lot different to what it may look like on a surface level, and the inspiration behind it, rather than what it just looks like, because a lot of people will see that and just sorry, someone's about to hit someone else's car and I was looking, but the inspiration behind it and the actual meaning of it, to me, is a lot different to what it may look like on the surface level of the actual image. And I thought that was an important distinction to make, mainly because of Otherwise it could seem that it's just more like just horror and no thought behind it. But I did have a meaning behind it. Whether it comes out well in the drawing or not, that is kind of what I do, and I do what I want to do. And yeah, in my opinion, that's just what it is. It's on my Instagram now. I don't think I'll put it in the thumbnail for this video, to be honest, because otherwise I'm not sure YouTube would like that very much, and I'm not trying to get my channel taken down personally. But there you go. Another day. I'm gonna do all my stuff, and this is day 5, I think it is now. Day 4 or day 5, I can't really remember. It might be day 4. I don't know. I'll title it and then I'll see what it is at the end. Like I said, this is just for me and to track how I'm doing personally. And yeah,